Shalom, Kol Halo, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Makar, Kadash. And I want to give double honor to the apostle of Great Millstone and the elders who rule well, and salutation and honor to all you Akim out there that are laboring and that are doing the work in faithful and in truth. And I will title this video, Will America Survive a Nuclear Attack? There's a lot of people who are saying this, that yes, America can survive a nuclear attack. And the other that says no, she will not survive a nuclear attack. And there's some that said if there were to be a nuclear war, the earth will be destroyed. Well, I'll say this, according to the word, in this book, whom we call Bible, which a lot of you people don't even bother to read and believe in, and to the word of whom the world called God, which is Yahweh, and his son, whom the world called Jesus, which is Yahushua, says in this book that America will be destroyed. Of course, it doesn't have to say America, but the Bible gives hint of whom it's talking about when he's talking about America. In fact, Obadiah described America to a T. That the Lord said that he will cast this nation down, from power. The moment they set their space station up to the heaven, in fact, let me just bring out this the precept, because because there are people out there, man, who still believe that, America will continue, on forever, will continue to be in rulership forever. That this wicked kingdom will keep on going and going through our generation, and that she will never fall. But as it says in Obadiah, verse in fact, let me just go to Obadiah verse 1, and he says in just jump down to verse 3, and he says, the pride of thy heart have deceived thee. The pride of thy heart have deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the cleft of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? So we all should know the type of nation that always love to boast about the military might, which of course is America. America is always boasting about the military might, about the thing that they have achieved here on this earth. And people to this day still think that America is invisible, is invisible, that America is immortal, and that she cannot be that she cannot be touched. She cannot be taken to war. But the Lord said this, that she's going to take her out. America is a prideful nation, man, a very prideful country. And the people here in this land, in this wicked kingdom, which is spiritually Babylon, they have that prideful look, man. When you talk about America being destroyed, they be like, "What the hell are you talking about? Don't you see that our military is great? We have this, we have that. Look at the jet, look at the missile." People love defending America. When we talk about America being destroyed, because they can't seem to see it in the eye that this country is going to go down. They really believe that Babylon will somehow make it somehow. That Babylon will forever remain in their 2 feet. Which is not going to be the case. And he says, the pride of thy heart have deceived thee. So a lot of you people, man, the pride that you have in your heart have blinded you from seeing the downfall of your kingdom. That dwells in the cleft of the rock, of course, who love dwelling in cave. Esau, the so-called white man. Just look up Mount Seir in Google. The Edomite. That's the heritage. You ever wonder why they call themselves Caucasian? If you look at the word Caucasian, it means cave dweller. That is exactly where the so-called man comes from. The cave. That was his lot. He was in the cave. Because they love living in a cave. They love living in high mountain. That's what they love building. That's what they love building their buildings so high. That's why they always have the skyscraper everywhere you go. You know, that's the line. You know who exactly whom the Lord is talking about. You know, in this verse, and He says, "Whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground." You know, so no one really believes that America can be taken, but America will be taken. You know, and if you go to Isaiah 47, and when America get taken, she's gonna be taken to nuclear third world war. That's when she's gonna get taken out to the nuclear third world war that's getting ready to happen very soon, because we're already approaching that time. Because when you go to Isaiah 47, verse 1, and he says, come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. You know, and of course, the word virgin daughter of Babylon is, you know, just mean that, you know, she haven't been taken yet. You know, that's what the word virgin is. You know, that word virgin mean, you know, she have never been grabbed, she have never been taken. You know, so this Babylon that's mentioned in this verse is talking about modern day Babylon, because ancient Babylon got taken, you know, by the Medo Persia. They were destroyed by the Medo Persia. So what type of nation, what type of country are they talking about here when he says virgin daughter of Babylon? He's talking about the USA. That is who is it talking about? The USA, America, the US. You know, a nation that is known as for being proud, the brave, the marine. You know, that's what he's talking about. That prideful nation. That is the modern day Babylon is symbolized in the scripture, America. And he says, "See in the ground, there is no throne or that of Chaldean, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate." So America is not that tender and delicate country anymore. America is known as a woman. You know, as the song goes, stand beside her and guide her. If I'm, you know, paraphrasing correctly, you know, that is whom America is in the scripture when you see the word Babylon, because Babylon is mentioned more than one time in the scripture. You know, and of course, when most of the sometimes you see that when you talk about Babylon, you will talk about the ancient kingdom, but at the same time, it could be twofold, because America is doing the exact same thing that those ancient kingdoms are doing. You know, they're doing the exact same thing that those ancient kingdoms are doing. That's how you know who Babylon is in the scripture. And in fact, if you go to let's see here, Isaiah chapter 13. Bear with me for a moment. Isaiah chapter 13, verse 17. And of course, this, as I'm about to read the Isaiah, and you're gonna see that it's gonna talk about Babylon again. And he says, "Behold, I will stir up the Mede against them. We should not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. Their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children, and in Babylon of the glorious kingdom, the beauty of the Chaldean excellency shall be as when Yahweh overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah." There you go again. You know, he says, "Their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity in the fruit of the womb. The eyes shall not spare children." So what is it talking about? He's talking about the nuclear third world war that's getting ready to happen. You know, and the Mede that whom the Lord is stirring up right now to rise up against Babylon is the modern day Russia. That is whom the Lord is stirring up right now. The time that we're living in right now, man, it is a time of war, not a time of peace, but it is a time of war.